I'm Chef Justin Greco, and this is Greco's Chef in a Box. Today we're going to cook black pepper crusted filet mignon, potato puree, farmer's vegetables, and an amazing pan sauce. We have our filet mignon, our farmer's vegetable mix, our potato puree, we have our cream and butter mix, we have our whole butter, we have our fried leeks for garnish, we have our green oil for garnish, we have our salt with white pepper for the potato puree, and we have our salt and pepper, heavy on the pepper for the filet mignon, and finally we have our veal Demi glaze. First thing we're going to do is get our pan to a medium-high heat, almost to the point where it's smoking, as you can see. We're going to add a little bit of butter, about a tablespoon, and you'll hear that sizzle right away. And we take our well-seasoned pepper filet mignon right into the center of the pan, or if you have 2 or 4, you can just sort of move it around. What we're trying to do here is sear the meat. You want it crispy on both sides, and then we're going to bake it in the oven. Beautiful. Flipping it one time. Look at that good color. Once you've flipped it, we're going to take another little scoop of butter, add it on top of the fillet or fillets, and into your 375-degree oven. Baking times are 375 degrees. 8 to 12 minutes will get you a medium rare. 12 to 18 minutes will get you medium. 18 to 24 will get you a medium well. And 25 minutes or longer will get you a well done steak. So make sure you set your timer. Now it's time to cook the potatoes and the vegetables. So the first thing I'm going to do is turn my heat to medium-high heat. I'm going to add my cream and butter mix. You're then going to add your potato puree. You want to kind of break it up a little bit like that. Then you're going to season just a pinch with your salt and white pepper. Turn your heat down to medium-low and sort of mix the potatoes in with that cream and butter. It's that simple. Once the potatoes have been folded, the cream butter mixes in. Turn your heat down to low and set your potatoes. They're ready to go. Now if you want, you can turn them onto another burner, leave them off, and right at the last second you can turn it back on and just rewarm it if you wish, but they should stay hot. It's now time to do the vegetables. You're going to want to turn your burner onto medium-high heat. Put your pan on the burner. Again, you're going to put your hand just above the top. When it's nice and warm, you're ready to go. We're going to take our butter, a good tablespoon, right into the pan. You'll hear that sizzle again. And then we're going to take our vegetables. We're going to add our vegetables right to the pan. Season with the same seasoning you did your filet. If you don't want so much pepper, you can just do plain salt. That's fine. Give your pan a little stir. We'll saute for 3 to 5 minutes and add a little bit of water to finish. And by then, our filet should be ready to go. My vegetables have been cooking for about 3 minutes now. It's time to add a little bit of water. I'm going to use about 2 ounces of water just to help steam the vegetables. making that sound again. You're seeing the steam come off. You're going to turn the heat down to medium-low, and we'll wait for the steak to finish. It's now time to pull the steak out of the oven. Very carefully using a dry towel. We're going to pull that steak out. It's beautiful. You can see that crust around the top. You got a nice hot pan. Now what we're going to do is add our Demi glaze right over the top. And then to finish, we're going to add just a little bit more butter. These are the tricks of the trade, folks. We add it right to the sauce, and then we baste the filet. Again, incorporating that sauce. Let it rest for a minute, and then we begin plating. We're going to start with our potato puree. A nice dollop right in the middle of the plate. Then we're going to add our seasonal vegetables, which come right from down the road from here, locally farmed and locally sourced, amazing vegetables. And then we're going to add our filet mignon. I like to put it just off to the side. We take this great demi-glazed butter sauce that we have, and we spoon it right over the steak. And here's a neat little trick. You take a little spoonful of the sauce, and you just sort of scoot it on your plate. Adds a little dramatic to it. For a garnish, we've had a little fried leeks to go on top. And also, I've had a little bit of green oil, which was made from basil and spinach. More for the garnish. And we're going to break that right on in the plate, just like that. And we have our beautiful choice black Angus beef over our potato puree with our farmer's vegetables, our butter demi-glaze sauce, and our beautiful green oil. Bon appetit. Vegetables, it's going to depend on the season. Right now we're using pea pods, baby peppers, and carrots. You're going to take your regular salt and pepper, and we're going to season the vegetables. Once you've added the vegetables in, you're just going to kind of move the saute pan around just a little bit to kind of get it loose in the pan. Make sure, I always do when I operate with saute pans, is to have a dry towel to work with. These pans get hot, and being in the business, we burn ourselves a lot. This is a good tip for you at home. Use the towel on the pan, it makes it easier.